this is E-Man Booze, and this is a little Noah's Mill Bourbon follow-through, or follow-up, whatever you want to call it. So, we just did the review on Noah's Mill Bourbon, and we also learned how to taste bourbon. And I've had about 2 fingers here in this glass for about the last hour and a half. Been watching Moonshiners on Discovery, watching my buddy Tim Smith and all the rest of the characters on there getting in trouble or whatever they're doing, and enjoying that. And so I've been nursing these 2 fingers here in this glass for quite some time now. And I continually nose the product. I continually taste the product, and lots have happened over the past hour and a half or so. Progression. When you have a really good bourbon, a lot of things go on. It changes for you. It's kind of like a novel, you know? It's like you start out slow, the plot thickens, and then crazy stuff happens, and then there's resolution toward the end. But this thing here, there ain't no resolution because it keeps challenging my taste buds and my nostrils. And I started, you know, this is another good thing too. Grabbing some things to eat that kind of have similar flavors to what you're smelling in the bourbon helps you to really understand what you're tasting. So I got some Marcona almonds here, and these are pretty good. These come from Spain, and if you take a look here at them, they're a little bit bigger, a little bit rounder than the almonds that you get from California. They're just good as hell. Super buttery, nice and crispy. But there's some notes here in these Marcona almonds that I pick up not just in the nose but on the palate when I drink this here Noah's Mill. Also, as time goes by, especially with this bourbon, the fruit esters really increase. So this berry tone and even a little banana note, believe it or not, that's another ester. These notes come out in the bourbon. So when you taste a little bit of the almond, and you take a little bite of the chocolate, and you get your palate coated, what happens is, when you go back to the bourbon, and you start smelling it while you're tasting, it all starts coming together. Let's take a little taste here. You see, so many great flavors are detectable here in this bourbon. Like I said before, it's a really challenging bourbon. It's a thinking man's bourbon for sure. But there's so much going on in here that it really benefits when you're learning about spirits in general, whether it's scotch or bourbon, tequila, whatever it is. When you smell something and you think you smell something, and then you eat the same thing, you kind of confirm what you're tasting or what you're smelling. This is all good. So, in a nutshell, what's going on with this here Noah's Mill? Noah's Mill, highly refined, highly complex, challenges the palate. It keeps you interested the whole time, and you just want to keep nursing it and keep sipping it. It truly is a sipping whiskey. And for my money, I really believe in this price range here that you got a real winner. So, if you have the chance to pick this up when you see it, do it, because it's a dynamite bourbon. And on that note, I will say, bye you all.